There's absolutely nothing fun about war, and that's why it's been so hard for the military to recruit new men and women to enlist over the last few years. So it has had to get a little bit creative. But has the Army gotten too creative with its traveling war games? Fox's Douglas Kennedy is here with new details. Doug, what's this all about?
Yeah, these are traveling video games.
Yeah, Doug. Video games, huh? Video games? Dude, you said that like you've never played a video game before in your life.
Video games. Video games.
So already anything that comes out of your mouth from here on out is just BS. Doug Kennedy.
Heather, and they're being used to attract a new type of recruit, but critics are calling them a game of lies.
What are you working for?
Modern video games are often criticized for being too realistic, possibly inciting players to do what they see on the screen.
There's only one solution, Mr. Doug Kennedy. You need to shut your mouth. That's right. You need to shut your mouth. You need to shut your fat mouth. I don't come over to your house and talk about canasta because I don't play canasta. So shut up about video games. All right. In all seriousness, yes, GTA 4 is extremely violent. I personally think it's a bit over the top in some areas, but it's fantasy. Movies are fantasy. Do you think we should pull those off the shelf? Books are fantasy. Do you think we should pull those off the shelf? That's not. That's the real thing. That's not fantasy right there. Oh yeah, like I was saying, coming up here, listen how they're going to say that, you know, like you might think about doing these things in real life. Look how they're going to leak this into a 5-year-old game and act like it's new news, Fox News. Yeah, you guys have got the scoop on a 5-year-old story.
But that's exactly what the military hopes will happen with this game. It's called the Virtual Army Experience, and it's the latest recruiting tool by the U.S. Army.
Listen, I'm sorry. Stop. Doug, why are you talking in a voice like this that's very condescending? You clearly don't know what you're talking about, dude.
The Virtual Army Experience goes to venues where there's quite a few folks coming through. They get to go through and participate in a convoy operation.
In fact, participants climb into real Humvees or replicated Black Hawk helicopters and shoot real-looking weapons at real-looking targets, which the Army claims is based on real past missions.
Okay, I get it. Real-looking weapons, real-looking targets. Oh my God! What the hell are you doing? Seriously. What they're really trying to say with the story is that if you buy this game, or you play this game, America's Army, or any other video game for that matter, you're actually going to go out and buy the weapons that you use in the game because it's so realistic. And your mind's going to get confused because you're so stupid. And then you're going to go out and start killing people.
It's all part of a traveling exhibit the Army sets up at fairs and amusement parks across the country to lure new recruits into their ranks.
Your mission is to deliver critical supplies.
Recent combat veterans say it would be hard to make it more real.
I don't think there's a whole lot more that could improve the realism of the simulation unless you were firing simunitions and actually hitting those participating.
I don't know where they found this dude. He's an ex-veteran or whatever. But I'm sorry. How is sweating in the middle of Iraq, carrying around a lot of heavy equipment, shooting, getting shot at, grenades going off, dust in your face, grit in your teeth, eating out of a can? How is that anything like sitting in a computer playing a video game? Yeah, and I know that in the traveling version they've added the weaponry, the Humvees, and helicopters and whatnot, but it's still the same thing. It's a simulation. It's basically a glorified mouse and keyboard, even though they're actually holding the fake weapons. I don't think you're going to find one person that walks out of there and tries anything they tried inside that exhibit on a real human being.
Still, not everyone is excited about the virtual reality. Why is this a bad idea?
This is a bad idea because it doesn't fully encompass the realities of combat and war.
Steve Mortillo is from Iraq Veterans Against the War. He says war is not a game, and it's a mistake to make it seem like it is.
And it's a mistake to make it seem like it is. Listen, I know they say that this is, I guess the game is supposed to be similar to the real combat in the fact that they really use tactics. They're based on past missions, but it's a game. It's on a computer. It's on a hard drive. You play it like a game with a mouse and a keyboard. You don't carry around the guns. if you guys want to yell about something, why don't you yell about paintball? Because people actually put on the whole military stuff. Maybe you rednecks at Fox News, maybe that's something you're into, so you're not going to bash paintball. But come on, think about it. They put on the padding, they put on the armor, they get the weapons, they go high in the woods. That is closer to real combat than sitting at a computer playing a freaking game.
This is a game you can turn off.
Yes, and I mean, you can turn off and walk away from this game, but for many soldiers who fight in Iraq, the realities of combat do not stop when you leave the battlefield.
The Army says it stands by the video game, calling it a legitimate recruiting tool. This week, the virtual Army experience will be at the Indiana State Fair. That's right there in Indianapolis, Heather.
All right, Douglas Kennedy, thank you so much.
Yeah, Doug, thanks a lot for all that misinformation and all that confusion. And, thanks a lot for the fear that you guys are going to be placing into soccer moms and people to stay home all day and don't know anything about video games or gamers. And, now they're all going to think that we're crazy, and because we're playing games that are so realistic that we're going to be right outside shooting their little 4-year-old children while they're trying to get on the damn school bus. There's nothing wrong with paintball. I just wanted to bring that up as a point, because only someone who's extremely deranged would confuse paintball or a video game or anything that's just a recreational activity with real shoot you in the ass combat. You know what, I really don't even know why I made this video dissecting this. I mean, it was just a bad piece of journalism, Fox, really bad, but I think that's what you guys do. You guys are more like a branch of the government than an actual legitimate news source, because you're the branch of the government that keeps everybody afraid. It keeps everybody afraid of gamers. It keeps them afraid of terrorists and everybody else, so we can declare war and take away freedom. So good job, Fox News. Great story on gaming.